What role do networking and professional relationships play in your career development, especially as a newcomer to Canada?
So yeah, networking is really something that is very, I would say, very important in Canada. And if you like, you have to get to know people in your industry and different industry. Connect with them on LinkedIn or go to different seminars, talk to them so that you know what's happening around. And when a job opening, when you see a job opening, the people that you connected before, if they are linked to the industry, they're really helpful. Like in Canada, people are really helpful in giving you references if they know you, and if they work in the same industry in which the job opening is, that gives you an edge. And it's not just from the professional or job seeking point of view. So if you're active in connecting with the people, you can even explore small business opportunities uh, to to opt into different fields of sales or something else. So I've seen that. I've been connecting with people to work on my end as well, where I can leverage my professional connections to opt for different things. And networking just not has to be in Canada, I'd say. You can go international. Like I have friends in different countries, and I've connected with them, and even that has helped me. And when you go for and if you have to get any certifications, for example, these contacts really help you, and you can join different WhatsApp groups, different Facebook groups, and connect to different newcomer programs. So just keep it lightly over there, and when an opportunity arises, just hit it and go for it. So these things really help.
Yeah, I'm totally with you on this. Success doesn't come just only from the knowledge we have or the experience we bring, but also comes from the people we know. So it's definitely very important for us to continue to build our connections, build our network, especially when it comes to building a career in a new country. And so speaking of that, for newcomers who are seeking their first jobs here in Canada, what are the top 3 things they could do in order to quickly land a job offer?
Okay, so what I can recommend in that space, the first one is that the CV or the application that you put in for the job, that should go through the gate. So there are that's a different type of challenge. So your CV or your resume should should be linked to the job opening. Like when you apply for a job, don't just use a generic CV. Tweak it or tailor it based on the job opening, so that the experience that they're looking for, you are highlighting that part of your experience in your CV. And a lot of companies these days also use the automated software that basically filters out the CVs. They don't manually go through that. So read about that, and if you use those specific words that the employer needs in your CV, the software is gonna push your CV through. So that's the first phase of it. So you need to stand out in your CV or your resume department and tailor it in a way that it's mostly accepted in Canada. Like the kind of CVs that we used to have back in my country, I'll just give my example. They are not entirely the same that we have here in Canada. So I had to tweak mine as well. So the first edge is this one. The second part of it would be to leverage your network. If you have any person that you know that's working in the industry, ask them to give you a recommendation, or if you are in contact with anyone like that. And when you come to Canada, try to volunteer or be a part of some groups, because that will show you that you are a part of the community, and that is helping you build your soft skills. When you come as an immigrant to Canada, all of us have the hard skills, like we know our fields. But the thing that the new immigrants are lacking in is the soft skill or the cultural part of it, how the Canadian workplace works. So when you volunteer or when you work in different jobs, even if it's not linked to your field, if you take a starting job, you get to know the culture and you get to know the people, and you get that soft skill understanding. So that really helps the employer in a way that they'll say that yeah, the person will adjust to the work field, and they'll be able to connect with the people who are working there already. So these are the 3 recommendations that I can make to the newcomers. And yeah, the final one, when you go for the interview, like if you get shortlisted and you get the call for the interview, you have to stand out from the other candidates. So in order to do that, you have to express yourself quite clearly. Your interview should not just be about your job. Like you should be you should be connecting with the person who's interviewing at a human level, so that they get to see you as a person. So that will give them a versatile or diverse exposure to what you are, instead of just talking about your job. Just make it like a two-way thing. Just talk about your experience, or who you are, or what you like to do. So that gives you a personal connection with the person who's interviewing you. So that's what I can recommend.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. Yeah. So, audience, we need to focus on, first of all, our CV, because it's the first thing that can get us into the door, and then also make sure that you tailor your resume, tailor it to the requirements, and also it's important for us to leverage our network. And one thing I want to add here is that it's not just about our own connections. Sometimes you can just co-emailing or co-messaging people, because people in Canada, they're very open to helping others. So don't shy away from contacting someone that you haven't known before. And also, as Asim said, volunteering, put yourself out there, put your needs out there, and also get to know the culture, the community here. And definitely with interview, try to make sure that you bring your personality into the interview as well, bring your authentic self, so that the people can connect with you on a deeper level.